Here's your KIX 102.5 news update.
Good morning. I'm Ethan Thomas with the news. Reminiscent of the soup lines from the mid-1930s, Empty Bowls is a grassroots fundraiser designed to help people to care for and feed the hungry in their communities. Patrons purchase a handcrafted pottery bowl, enjoy a serving of soup, and then have an empty bowl to take home. 2025 Empty Bowls will be held at Suzanne's Natural Foods in Joplin, Missouri on Thursday, November 13th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. There are several restaurants donating soup or inside the KZRG app. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly announced that the Department of Children and Families has begun processing full November benefits. The process to get benefits added to EBT cards was underway on Friday. Missouri officials say people should get their benefits by the middle of this week. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-782-1310. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ethan Thomas on KIX 102.5.
We'll see sunshine today, highs in the low 40s, mostly clear skies tonight with lows in the upper 20s. Sunshine, breezy, and 60 for Veterans Day Tuesday. Sunshine, 67 for Wednesday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not showing anything over the 4 states.
25 at 5 Mile, 21 in Pittsburgh, 21 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, being brought to you by Club Car Wash with locations opening now. You can check them out at clubcarwash.com. And today we're featuring Carthage Mark Twain's 3rd grade class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge or your class group or whomever, you can go to the Morning KIX page on the KIX website. There is a button there that you can hit that'll tell you how to upload your audio.
We're just 17 minutes away from your chance to guess to win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
Here's Parker McCollum
On the 4 states, number 1 for cash.
KIX 102.5. Morning, everybody. Who jacked that?
Good
line over
morning.
there? That's not going to work. Whoops. There's copyright material.
There you go.
That one turn.
I don't know. Felt like getting a little crazy today. Oh, no. Happy Monday, y'all. How's it going? How's your weekend? Christy, feeling better? Finally. I feel like that crud you had just lingered and hung on. I'm glad you're finally feeling better. Morning, Bryson. Jimmy's the rah-rah.
These vertical blinds are garbage.
Yep.
Stupidest thing.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Oh,
How's
I
your-
thought you meant from the window.
Well, that too, yeah.
I did nothing all day. I stood around and watched Sunny in Philadelphia all day long. I mean, I had to do some contract stuff, but that was really all I did. Then that evening, I get a call from my guitar guy, and it was ready, so I went and picked it up.
And do you love it? Is it great?
Yeah, I mean, he like hooked in. He goes, "You want to hear it?" And I was like, "Yeah." So he plugged it in. Sounds like the most definitive Stratocaster ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, "Did you see what I was talking about?" He goes, "Oh my gosh, yes, they were horrible." So he had to do some special things to get it to function properly. But once done, those pickups sounded better than most that he's ever heard.
Good.
And it is great. It's a little sharp still to my ears, but of course I'm used to dual coils. I played with it on Sunday, and it was, the single coils seem a little bright to me,
Yeah.
but still. So I may lower them a little bit more.
I was going to ask, is that something you got to get used to, or is that something you can fix?
Yeah, it's kind of 6 one having to the other. Part of it is they have their own kind of sound, and it's not my sound for what I do right now, but it's nice to have that. He did say, please do not ever try wiring yourself or soldering yourself again. Don't ever do that ever again. I said, I apologize again for the mess that was in here. He looked up at me. He said, don't ever do that again. Don't do that again.
Did he hit your hand after that?
He
Roll up the
swung
newspaper?
at me. He did give me a new one of his hats, which I'm not wearing today in case you
Yeah, you have no hat on today. Morning, Greg. Morning, Adam. Morning, Brittany.
I was up that morning, though. I was listening to you a little bit.
Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, me too. I did not sleep well the night before, Thursday night. I remember that. I was up all night, yeah.
Morning, Victory. Thanks for the follow. He ate the ultimate feast from Red Lobster all by himself. Morning, Chiala. So Landon just had his birthday the other day, and he really, really wanted seafood for dinner. So Megan was asking where he could get some seafood, and y'all went to Red Lobster. So what all comes in the ultimate feast? I'm guessing crab legs, shrimp.
Maybe crab legs. I mean,
for ultimate feast, I feel like it's got to be the whole smorgasbord,
marketing.
right?
It's marketing, Jen.
And working.
There is no lobster on it, so you know. I mean, you got fish. I've had it before. Fish, shrimp, maybe crab legs, or
okay.
I don't know.
Ultimate feast. Lobster tail, garlic shrimp, snow crab legs.
There was
Walt's
lobster
favorite
tail?
shrimp.
That all comes with it.
That's what it says. Yeah. I'm looking at the platter right now.
I did notice you had no TikTok comments on Friday. Or it was just that black area up there like it is for me for us right now.
It'll fill in. Oh, but they also have a create your own ultimate feast if you want to switch it up some. Yeah, Megan says crab legs, fried shrimp, shrimp scampi, and a lobster tail with 2 sides. Well, he got his seafood fix, that's for sure. Did he get some Cheddar Bay biscuits? Red Lobster creates a box version of gluten-free Cheddar Bay biscuits that you can get from the store and make yourself. And they
Red Lobster,
so
everybody. Morning Kicks brought to you by Red Lobster. The thing is, this one right over here has been supposed to close for like
That's what I thought.
the past 3 or 4 years. The company that owns Red Lobster owns a number of other of those type restaurants, had announced that Red Lobsters all across the country were going to be closing. And at first, this one was not going to be in the group, and then it was. Yet there it is still. I think the people just show up for work over there.
Isn't it Snoop who's trying to save Red Lobster? Or he was at one point.
I don't know. It's one of the worst service restaurants in Joplin, I think.
I've never been to this one.
Oh, it's not good. It's not a good service experience.
Lucy ate all the biscuits. Yeah.
I will say it has been hit and miss over the years because we used to, like when we first moved here, we're like, hey, it's one of our favorite restaurants, for seafood and everything. And first couple of times we went there seemed like it was really good. But I would say 8 out of 10 have been bad experiences.
Oh, gosh.
Just bad service. Whole bunch of don't care when it came to food and everything.
Yeah. Are you allergic to seafood or you just don't like it, Shiala?
No, she just forgot how. What? It's not working.
Is it tail first? 20 seconds. It was clean. Food was better than our last visit for sure. Waitress was on the busy side, but it was good, Megan says. Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen, 7:09.
We'll see sunshine today with a high near 40. It is 21 in Joplin.
21. It is 21 in Joplin.
Things are a little icy this morning.
Oh, I can't wait for colder weather. I can't wait for it to get cooler.
Shut up, Linda.
I feel very cozy this morning in all my layers and my sweaters and my cardigan and my beanie.
Yeah. Good for you. Good for you. Not a lot of sweat going on in there today, is there, Jen?
Well, no, I don't want to be sweating.
Unlike Illinois and Indiana, who, by the way, have record snowfalls this morning.
No way.
Yeah. In fact, double digits in Illinois by the end of today, they're saying. So keep that up there. We don't need that yet.
But we'll take a full look at your forecast in just 13 minutes.
One thing we do need is the cash with the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound.
$1,202.50 up for grabs. If you can be caller number 5 at 720 and tell us what the secret sound is.
Here's Carrie Underwood.
On KIX 102.5.
Yeah, double-digit snowfall amounts in parts of Illinois today. Chicago is pretty much shut down today with snowfall all over the place, and Indiana covered with snow. Most of the Northeast is getting snowfall of some kind today.
Walmart has Snoop on the stoop and Martha on the mantle.
Okay, that's enough of that.
That's great. I saw a funny meme this weekend. It said, kids think it's funny driving adults crazy by saying 6'7". Just wait until they realize the most annoying two numbers are 9 to 5. There you go. Yeah, no snowpocalypse yet. And honestly, it's going to be 40 today, and then it's going to bounce back and be like 60 tomorrow. And then I think it stays. Yeah, man, we're back up to 75 by Friday. 75 by Friday. Chance of showers and 70 on Saturday. 58 chance of showers on Sunday. I just got a text from Edwin. He says, if you haven't decided on a name for your baby, Edwin isn't a bad name to choose. It's a unique name. The baby will go far in life with that name, but I might be a little biased. Edwin, it doesn't start with a W. And I don't think I want to name my daughter Edwin. No offense. Wedwin? No, I don't think it works. My sister lives in Toledo, and yesterday was my mom's 20th anniversary of her passing away. It started snowing at my sister's house. Good gracious. It won't be too long before we start seeing snow here. Which reminds me, have y'all gotten entered to win our Joplin's First Snowfall giveaway that we're doing right now with Hurricane Car Wash? So if you go to the KIX website, you can fill out a form and guess when you think Joplin's going to get their first snowfall. And if you hit it exactly, you could win a free year car wash membership from Hurricane Car Wash. Edwina. But it doesn't start. Even if we put the W at the beginning, Wedwina, it doesn't work. Hubris, Wiggle, Fritz, Cahoots, Edwin. No. We had to drive Beans' best friend to Nutcracker rehearsal this weekend. And as we're driving, she goes, you know, I subscribed to you. I go, what do you mean? And she goes, on YouTube, I subscribed to KIX. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Thanks. And she goes, by the way, I love the baby's name. I go, what do you mean? And she goes, Hubris, Wiggle, Frisk, Cahoots.
Tell her to pronounce it correctly if she's going to do it.
No.
Hubris. Did you explain to her that's not how it's
I did
okay,
say it that
you.
way. And she was laughing, and she thought it was like the funniest thing. And I was like, that is not the baby's name.
Already engendering itself to tomorrow's generation. Maybe it's because you're old. Maybe that's why you're not getting it.
Yeah, because I'm having an elderly pregnancy, apparently.
Yeah, that's right. Jen's going to be a walker in one hand and a baby carriage in the other.
We have real different definitions of elderly things.
Do they have to, like, string you up on a truss during delivery?
Yeah, probably.
When you're this old?
That would only make sense.
Be like, she's yelling, and the false teeth go.
Morning, Gary Crow. Yeah, no more mosquitoes and bugs.
There is that.
Goodness.
There is that, but unfortunately, the cold temperatures are a big deal. Now, it's supposed to be back up to the mid-70s by this
75
weekend.
by Friday. Like, it's fine.
And windy.
I won't mind it, though. We're going to be in Tulsa all weekend for the boys' soccer tournament. So we're driving up on Friday. I remember the very first soccer tournament we went to with this club. That night, it was pouring rain. Like sheets of water, could hardly see in front of you. We're driving on the turnpike, white knuckling the steering wheel. Like, it was so stressful. Have to manufacture a walker stroller combo. Thank you, Bryson. So I won't mind if it's just sunshine and 75 this weekend. That sounds fantastic for soccer.
Now we'll get back. Once we've had the really, really cold snap, then it's this back and forth thing that goes on for the next, I didn't do much on Saturday either. Really, really didn't do much on Saturday. I mean, that was, in fact, I had to peel myself off the couch. We did watch the new Frankenstein movie this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I can't believe that was released directly to Netflix. It's not better than Pan's Labyrinth, I don't think, but it's right up there with it. It's unbelievable. And he did such a good job with the story. It's
This
not
is Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah. Guillermo. Yeah, he did not follow the Mary Shelley story exactly. I mean, he did take some liberties.
Libbity bibbity.
Couple, and changed a few things for cohesion's sake, but he did such a good job of representing the tension between a father and a son, both Victor and his father and Victor and the monster. And yeah, it's so good and beautiful, of course.
Yeah.
The shooting, I mean, he's up there with Sergio Leone. Sergio Leone. What's wrong with me with that?
So is this a movie or a TV series?
It's a movie.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
It's really, really good. Plus, we watched the new Apple show, Pluribus, which is another mind-boggling concept show from Apple, a lot like Severance, only in this one. And it stars the lady who played on Better Call Saul.
10 seconds.
Played his girlfriend.
I haven't seen Better Call Saul. Just Breaking Bad.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 716.
You've got your chance to guess to win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound right after Jordan Davis.
On KIX 102.5. So what happens is this virus is developed, and they get the recipe for the virus from outer space. Don't ask me how. But this virus is developed that when spread creates this hive-like mind between all humans. Everybody knows everyone else's thoughts. Everyone is on the same wavelength. They all kind of share this hive mind. They're never angry. They're never aggressive. They don't kill anything. They don't hurt anything. They cannot. In fact, if they feel threatened, they all shut down in the middle of whatever they're doing, flying a plane, driving a car, whatever. So there's a lot of deaths when that happens.
Right.
Because there's only 11 people on the earth that it's not affected.
Oh, gosh.
And they're scared to death because when the virus talks to them, it talks to them through all of the humans.
Yeah.
At once. So, hello, Susan, and it's 100,000 voices,
Right.
and very freaky. She gets a call from a guy at the White House on their phone, and she's got the TV on, and he's on C-SPAN, and he's talking to her through the TV while she's on the phone, and they keep putting up headlines of, points of their conversation.
Yeah.
Promises you will never be harmed, things like that. And they really are trying to figure out how to acclimate her into the virus too, why it's not working. So they're studying this, but at the same time, they're wanting to be very gracious and very hospitable and give her anything she wants and do anything for her. And every now and then she'll get angry and yell at them or feel intimidated and react from fear, and it shuts them all down. And she kills 1 million people one day.
Oh.
Yeah, from
Whoops.
that. So it's humorous, but it's not a comedy per se. It's more of a dramedy, maybe.
Sarah wants stuff you liked it. They
I
watched
loved
it too.
I thought it was awesome. Yeah. It's really, really good. It's done by Vince Gilligan, who is the guy who did Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Oh.
And it takes place, for the most part, in Albuquerque, which he seems to have some weird passion for. All of his shows take place there. And again, it's this, I can't remember what her name is, played Saul Goodman's girlfriend in Better Call Saul. So
18 seconds.
got a history with her. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine and low 40s today. It is 21 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast, tell you about the warmer temperatures that will be returning by this weekend in about 6 minutes.
Right now, let's see if we can give away some cash for the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
We have $1,002.50 up for grabs.
And we'd love to give it to you if you could be caller number 5 at 417-623-1025. 1025.
and tell us, what is this sound?
What do you think? What is that?
623-1025. Be caller 5 and tell us to win all the cash.
By the 4 states number 1 for cash.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 1, keep trying.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 2, keep trying.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 3, keep trying.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 4, keep trying.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Who is this?
This is Mike.
Mike, where you from, buddy?
I am from Bolivar, but I'm in Joplin.
Mike from Bolivar.
You are caller number 5.
All right, Mike, we have got $1,002.50 that we'd like to hook you up with.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
Sounds like an ice scraper. Say nice.
He says an ice scraper, scraping ice.
For $1,002.50, that is not it.
Mike, we're laughing because that is the most guessed guess for any sound, anytime, anywhere. It always is guessed.
Always
So,
scraping
yeah.
ice.
But I'll tell you this, we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $1,027.50.
And give you another chance to guess the win at 420 with Brett.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. Have a good one.
He's from out of the area. He doesn't know.
Is this the last week for Brett?
I'll have to look in a minute after I get done editing and see. I know it's coming up, but I think it's Thanksgiving week.
25 seconds. Eight, 9 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for cash.
Looking for caller number 5 to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound.
Mike from Bolivar.
You are caller number 5.
All right, Mike, we have got $1,002.50 that we'd like to hook you up with.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
Sounds like an ice scraper. Scraping ice.
He says an ice scraper, scraping ice.
For $1,002.50, that is not it.
Mike, we're laughing because that is the most guessed guess for any sound, anytime, anywhere. It always is guessed.
Always scraping ice.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $1,027.50.
And give you another chance to guess the win at 420 with Brett.
All right. Thank you.
All right, so they're asking about a hint this week.
I don't know. Ask Jen.
Yeah, I think we could do a hint this week. What do you think? I know.
Yeah,
what do you think?
it's Thanksgiving week is when the double guesses in. So we've got a couple more weeks.
Oh, we got time.
Yeah.
Cool. Has anyone been close to guessing the sound? Can we tell them that?
No.
We can't tell them that, or no one's been close?
I think my wife almost cried during Frankenstein.
Really?
Yeah. There were a couple of places that were pretty tear-jerky.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking it's going to be a horror movie, there are some horrific moments, but it's not a horror movie at all. It's a Guillermo del Toro movie, which there's always horrific moments in his stuff, but it's more fairy tale.
Pan's Labyrinth has been on my list for a while. You were going to assign it, weren't you? And then
I have
picked some other
trouble
ones.
justifying when there's so many other big movies like the one you just had, you know, that,
Oh my gosh. I had it all packed up and I left it sitting on the counter. Bring back to Brandy. Sorry about that, Brandy.
To me, that those have to be watched before we can get to that.
Yeah.
You know, they're way bigger movies. What else did we watch?
We watched The Flash over the weekend. We're in season 2 now. It's getting very intense and dark.
We just finished season 2 of Ted Lasso. Just one to go.
It's only 3 seasons. That's it.
We watched something else. I can't remember what else. I did not watch Welcome to Derry last night. I'm going to watch that today.
Why didn't you watch it?
Just didn't have time, and me and Gina were watching TV together, and she does not want to watch that. So,
I don't blame her.
and I don't want her to watch that. It's too much.
Yeah. I saw some folks on Facebook talking about the creepy baby or something.
No,
there.
that was the scene that I had you watch, the baby delivery scene.
They said it was
Yeah, it's
really
epic.
hard.
I was watching or talking about it Thursday with a friend of mine, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, the baby delivery scene, the mother in the bedroom, when she is the bed at 1st, and the girl gets trapped in the womb and re-delivered, so to speak. That all is really gross and everything. And then her womb is pulling her back in, and she has to chew her way through the umbilical cord. All of that is your typical, oh, it's gross,
Yes.
gory and everything. But the scary part is the mother, the ghost of the mother, whatever you want to call her. Her head is above the bed. The bed frame becomes her arms as she's sitting there talking to her. And at one point, she has her head down. She goes, "Look at the mess you made." And then she suddenly moves, that really fast running across the room at her with this. That part, I about climbed the back of the couch.
Yeah,
It was. And afterwards,
creepy.
I'm like, it was so scary. It was good. That particular scene is the one everyone's talking about. It is as scary as anything in the It movies.
Yeah, Sarah says the same at her house. Jason wants to watch it, and I don't.
Yeah, it is. It is good. It's got moments in it that will set your pants on fire.
Literally.
Yeah. The story, 6, 7. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not great, but as long as they keep doing scenes like that, then we'll be all right. It's pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
And I told you about the one that I watched the other night with Dakota Fanning, didn't I? Vicious?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know that? So her and Tom Cruise went on a movie together like 20 years ago. I can't remember what it was called now, but during that filming was her birthday. For her birthday, he got her a brand new pair of shoes, and that's a tradition he's kept up for the last 2 decades. For her birthday, every year he buys her like this high-end, expensive pair of shoes.
Here's another pair of shoes from Tom. Yay.
And she loves it. She's like, it's so thoughtful, and just it's his little way
weird.
of checking in every year to see how she's doing, and make sure she's doing okay.
During the filming while they're working together, but after that, you're like, hey, why are you still doing this?
Did I do that right? How is Atlas? Thank you so much for asking, Bryson. Atlas is doing great. We were not worried, just keep an eye on his ear because obviously he's got a wound there. We don't want it to. Our vet very eloquently put it, if he breaks open the wound, he's going to bleed like a stuck pig.
A lot of little vessels in there.
Yes. So just wanting to keep an eye on him to make sure he's safe and cared for. And he's doing great. He's got so much energy and he's playing and he's definitely back to himself, which is good. You get creeper vibes from the shoes? That's what Bryson says.
I do too.
She was very flattered by it. She said he's got very good taste in shoes.
Yeah, that's weird too.
All right. Did y'all see today's Y'all Ain't Gonna Believe This news?
Were you able to use it after all?
I used it anyway.
In spite of me missing out on the...
Said, okay, we're just going to go ahead and do it. Oh, golly gee, don't do that.
Which I guess I could have had you send it to me and I could have added it with the Opus clip.
Oh, well. You mean CapCut?
Was it that one of them? Whatever.
Thank you, Christy. Me too. Now, hopefully he stays healthy. Knock on wood.
So, I was looking at stuff that's coming out this week. The Eddie Murphy documentary comes out on Netflix. Was I not mistaken a month or so ago when they were announcing Stranger Things that it was coming out the second week of November? Wasn't it?
The 21st, third week.
Yeah, I know what it actually is now. But did they not move the date somewhere along the line? I feel like they
I don't know.
scooted the date
Maybe.
without telling anybody or admitting to it. Because I thought it was going to be second week in November. I remember us talking about it. Of course, I could be wrong. I misremember things all the time. But I could have swore it was second weekend of November that it was coming out.
Maybe
November
it was.
7th.
I don't know.
And then it didn't. And I'm looking, going, when is it? And I see this much, much, much later date. And I'm like, I don't feel like that something's happened. There has been all sorts of rumors surrounding Millie Bobby Brown and what's his name that plays the sheriff, later adopted father.
Dave Harper?
Yeah, that apparently there was a lawsuit that she had filed against him when he supposedly bullied her on the set or anything, and they barely got this last season finished because of the conflict between the two of them and everything. Turns out that's just a bunch of media rumor mongering. So the red carpet for the new season of Stranger Things was this last weekend, and the two of them were seen together purposefully.
I'm sure.
Being very close, very good friends. And when everyone asked her about this, she said, no, this has been overblown by the media. There's conflicts on every set and situation, but never anything to the degree that it was led to by the media. So none of that's true.
Good. I still haven't seen the season before this of Stranger Things. I'm way, way, way behind. Who's surprised?
And the last season was one of the better ones. I would say second and third season were pretty awful, or the worst ones. First one was good. Second and third were meh.
Which is the one with Vecna?
Who's Vecna?
Vecna. I don't know. He's played by Jamie Bell. Jamie Bell, right?
Is he the heavy metal guy?
No, that's Eddie. He plays the guy who looks like he's just made of muscles or something. He's creepy looking. Vecna. He's this guy. Come here. Vecna.
Well, this guy's in the last one, but he was in the one before that, too.
So he was in 4?
Yeah. That's the last one. Yeah. The one with Eddie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that season, but I know
that was the better season. The one before that was the one that takes place mostly in Russia.
Oh, I forgot they have a Russian season.
And it's
6, 7.
Yeah, and that happened after the mall episode, which was season 2, and it was me. I feel like the stories get bogged down. They try to make too much, but season 1 was really good, and I don't know about this one. I'm going to have to, I think, suspend a lot of disbelief over their ages. I don't know if they're going to use AI to make them look young or something like that, maybe.
I don't know.
Speaking of AI, did you guys hear the song earlier from the very first time an AI recorded and written song?
It was written by a poet.
But she had an AI program, Suno, recorded it for her.
Which I didn't think you were allowed to do that.
To do what?
Hold on. We'll talk about it after this break. Hold on.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see sunshine today, a high near 40. It is 21 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in about 26 minutes. But if the temperature is guaranteeing that you're going to have a bad day today, then that's perfect for what we're going to be talking about in the next hour.
Yeah, we want to know what guarantees that you're going to have a bad day.
If this happens, then you might as well hang it up and go back to bed because the day's over as far as you're concerned.
623-1025 to call or text or tell us on Facebook.
But it was the weekend. That means we had another assignment for This is where we assigned Jen a movie to watch over the weekend.
Because before I came to KIX, I had seen very few, if any, movies before.
Yeah, we'd be talking about something, make a movie reference, and she would just sit there and stare blankly, and we'd have to literally get out the battery charger out and hook up to her to get her going again.
But this is why I'm being rehabilitated.
Yeah, we give her a movie assignment every Friday, usually one that the rest of us have already seen.
And then I watch it over the weekend, come back on Monday, and rank it 1 to 10 and let you know what I thought about it.
So unbelievably, she had never seen the movie Sling Blade before.
Well, in my defense, we haven't been able to find it.
Yeah, but
It's like disappeared off the internet and streaming.
Does not exist anywhere. So I've been doing research on this online, trying to find why is Sling Blade not available? Why can you not buy it? Why can you not rent it? Why can you not stream it? It's not available anywhere.
So have you found any answers?
No one really knows.
Oh, weird.
But they think it comes down to a conflict between the movie studio that owns the rights to Sling Blade and Billy Bob Thornton. He refused to do a couple of movies for them. And it's never been proven, and they would not admit to it, but all of a sudden distribution for all of his old back catalog, not just that movie, but any other movie that he starred in. Bad Santa was one of the ones that they suddenly made unavailable, you know.
Interesting. Oh, my gosh. Billy Bob Thornton was Bad Santa?
Duh.
I didn't even make that connection until just now, and I've watched that one before.
It's because he's so different in Sling Blade,
in
right?
Sling Blade, he is, I mean, acting-wise, he is incredible. Like, you believe he is Carl, 100%. And honestly, the acting of everyone in this movie, even Frankie as this little boy, was just incredible. And watching this, like, little friendship blossom between them. And granted, at first, I wasn't sure that I would like the pacing of this movie because it was kind of slow.
Very slow.
And I was like, oh my gosh, we're just kind of dragging on here. But it's very much appropriate for Carl and who he is as a character.
It's purposeful.
Yes, which is eventually I did get that. And I was like, okay, I see what we're doing here. It makes sense. But then you would feel just the way things would switch when, like, Doyle would be in the scene. He was the mom's nasty
Dwight
boyfriend.
Yoakam.
Yes, and oh my gosh, every time he would talk and he was just a greasy sleazeball, and the whole energy of the scene would shift, and it was just so well done. I was very impressed by that. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I mean, I've got to give it a 9 at least.
Wow.
Sling Blade was a very, very good movie, and I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's one that I could ever watch again, just because
Really?
Yes, parts of it are very intense, very hard to watch. But I mean, it's very, very good.
What was your favorite scene?
Oh gosh,
Or favorite Carlism? Because everybody's got them, you know. They say
right,
them.
right, of course. I don't know right offhand. I do like the scene when the woman comes and gives him flowers, and then the two coworkers leave, and Carl and his woman, I don't know what they're talking to, they kind of have this exchange, and it's very awkward and weird. And then as she's leaving, he makes kind of this heartfelt comment about the flowers, and she just kind of smiles to herself. And it's like, all right,
Okay,
Carl's
let's hear
doing his thing.
Your Carl impersonation?
I don't know. Give me something to say.
You're not saying that.
Okay.
Okay,
I
don't
can't do it at all.
ever do that again.
All right, well, we'll find out what I'm watching on Friday for the next Jen's Movie Rehab.
From the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Happens when preparation meets age.
Thank you, Brandy, for letting us borrow the movie.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Jen just had the biggest blonde moment of her life, not realizing Billy Thornton played Bad Santa. Yeah.
What's crazy, there's an interview on YouTube you can find where they're talking to Billy Bob Thornton, and they say, what's it take to get into the character of Carl? And he does this he stops and he goes, and there he is, you know, it's weird.
And it was a full body.
Yeah, he does
Like,
the
he's
hunch
kinda
up and
hunched
everything.
over, and the way he shovels his feet.
So
and
I met the kid
That
who
was cool.
played
Frankie?
in Benton, Arkansas when they were filming this.
Yeah.
I had ridden my motorcycle. That was my evening ride I would take from Ash Flat down through Bexar to Benton. It's about 18, 20 miles.
Yeah.
And went down there and stopped at the convenience store. And the car, I guess they had stopped and he was using the bathroom at this convenience store and everything. And he came out, and when he came out, he was standing there waiting for the car to pull back around. I said, do you know what they're doing down there? He goes, they're filming a movie. And he talks like that because he's from Mississippi or something. And I said, what movie? And he said, he called it something else. It was not Sling Blade at the time. And he goes, I'm in it. And I said, "You are? What do you play?" And he started telling me a little bit. He goes, "I'm not supposed to talk about it, but
I reckon I like them French fried taters.
he's been in a bunch of movies, especially ones about the South with kids. And
Oh my
stuff.
gosh! So
He's-
that scene where Doyle pushes his mom, and the little boy just loses it and starts chucking stuff at Doyle, and Doyle's on the ground and he's screaming at that. Just
don't you touch her! Don't
gosh,
you
it
ever
ripped
do
my
that.
heart apart.
Oh,
It was
it did.
so hard to watch.
And
Oh,
then
gosh.
Carl's story about what happened to him when he was a baby.
Which one? Which story?
The one about being left out in the garden shed.
Yeah, and all they had was a little hole in the ground with some quilts for him, and then they took his
Sheesh.
little baby brother who was premature and wanted him to throw it away. Oh gosh, it just
Yeah, it's rough. And the thing is, there are people like this. That they live this way, do like that. You know, stuff like that happens.
And then the ending is just so. We didn't talk about this on air, but the ending was just so like
Oh yeah, with what's his name? that comes
casual.
up.
Like
He comes up talking to him, and he makes the threat to him. But if you watch when he turns and walks away, the pedophile or the sex freak, and he's been in a bunch of other movies. He was in Good Morning Vietnam, you remember, and everything. Carl smiles a little bit. You see that
he
smile.
finally stood up to him.
Yeah,
Thank goodness, because that guy was a creep.
yeah.
And at first, when he starts talking, you're like, okay, this guy just talks a lot. But then the more he talks, you're like, wait a second, what was he doing with the women? And she was in the basement, and he took her.
Yeah.
What?
And he just sits and tells him Carl all these stories. And,
Yeah.
yeah. That was filmed in 24 days too. That's
That's
unbelievable.
crazy. That's crazy. But even the
Down there.
point where Doyle is murdered, like Carl is just so like matter of fact about
Well,
what's
there's
going to happen.
no emotion. He's doing
No.
a job.
And Doyle is so wasted at that point, like nothing is really clicking with him. He's just there at that point.
Some people call it a Kaiser Blade. Oh, that was the original name. Was
Kaiser Blade.
Kaiser Blade. Yeah.
I think that's why I don't care for Dwight Yoakam as much. When he was acting, he always played the sleazeball Bryson says.
He plays a lot of sleazeballs like that, but I've met him. He's a nice guy, super
Yeah.
nice guy. I just think he's got that ability for that range. That doesn't mean that that's how he is, I don't think.
But I don't know that I could ever watch it again. It was just like when it's one of those movies that like when it's coasting and it's going along, you're like, okay, this is fine.
Like
And then it jars you when it does this thing and you're like, oh my gosh.
the drive-through scene.
Jeez.
Oh, any restaurant you go to in that part of the state of Arkansas, any drive-through, that's the experience you're going to have pretty much.
When he was ordering them French fried taters.
Yeah, that whole deal.
It was such an awkward exchange.
It was.
I gave it a 9. It was a very good movie, Jimmy. Very good movie.
Told you.
You did. You did. I got to bring it back for Brandy. Now, thank you again, Brandy, for letting me borrow it. Have a good one, Adam. We'll see you later. And I liked the friendship between Carl and Frankie. Like there was no motivation really behind it other than, they were just friends. And Doyle sucked. He wasn't any kind of father figure to this little boy, and this little boy's father unalived himself, and he's got this mom who I'm sure loves him very, very much, but she was wanting Doyle just to get tired and go away, but she wouldn't stand up to him at all. Better than Good Will Hunting? No, that is blasphemy. I don't believe that for a second. Oh, Edwin just commented again. So I say on YouTube, Jen, I didn't realize your baby's going to be a girl. If you have a son in the future, name it Edwin. But it's got to be a W name, Edwin. That's the thing. We're going with W's. That's our theme. We've already got the 2 W's, and then new little baby is going to be another W, which we are in like. I desperately want to nest right now. All I want to do is work on the nursery, but we're doing a big shift in our house of like who is where in what room. So initially, Beans was going to move to what we call the game room, which is kind of on the back side of the house. And it's probably, aside from Kyle and I's room, it's one of the biggest rooms in the house. So she was going to go to that room, and then we were going to turn her old room into the nursery. And then from there, the boy was like, wait a minute, I want to go to the game room. And so we were working it out with him and Beans, and we're like, okay, what are we going to do? Who's going to get the game room? And then they were like, why don't we just share the game room? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to share a bedroom. Like, they've done that before. And they were both like, yeah, we do. And we've gone over, well, what are you going to do when you argue? What do you want to do when you have friends over? What are you going to do when you're doing XYZ, you know? And they had an answer for all of it. And they've tried making a very pointed example to be like, see, Mom, we're getting along great. We could totally share a room again. And granted, like, our game room is big. It's big enough that they could share the room and have their own space. And if that's what they chose to do, then we'd move the game room probably to Beans' old room and then put the nursery across the hall from us. My kids have this idea that they want to go back to sharing a bedroom.
You know better. Yeah. I remember my girls going through this all the time. So
Yeah.
it was always Candace leaving Amber's room to go be with Lauren, and then Lauren leaving their room to go be with Amber, and Amber leaving then to go be with Candace. It was like this cycle of rotation all the time with three.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, why? Why are you doing this?
So it all started, and they've heard this story. It started because we were shifting things around with baby's nursery, where it was going to go. We have a game room right now, which is one of the biggest bedrooms in the house. And so Beans was going to move to that bedroom, and we were going to turn her old room into the nursery. Fine. And then the boy was like, well, wait a second. I'd like to go at the game room. Maybe I want to be in the game room. Okay, so it was a lot of talking it out. What are we going to do? We're going to go after this song, actually, because we're already at 47. And I've got to pee again. You ready?
Mm-hmm. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 747.
We'll see sunshine today. Highs are at around 40. It is 21 in Joplin.
21.
21 big old degrees out there.
It is cold.
It's good to wear, your fuzzy Uggs and a good sweater. Drink a nice hot cup of coffee or cocoa this morning.
It does feel like November now, and it looks like November, I noticed, too.
What do you mean?
I mean, you look outside, the leaves have finally changed colors. That happened, the leaf color change happened late last week. Up to that time, you might have had some brown leaves on the ground, but you did not have the burst of fall color, that we've had.
I've loved all the orange and the yellows.
It is pretty, I'll admit that. There's been some really strong colors over the weekend.
Okay, but I feel like there's a but in this statement.
Oh, there's always a but
Randy.
in this statement. Who's sticking their butt in this statement?
So what's your point, though? What do you mean?
It's winter's right around the corner now that we're having fall, and it feels like it today. And if you're in Illinois and Indiana, by the way, today, you're like, what do you mean fall? It is winter. They're having record snowfalls in parts of Illinois and Indiana today.
All right, but here in the 4 states, we're not dealing with any of that. It's just a little chilly.
Don't you realize we're only about a week and a half, 2 weeks and a half away from Thanksgiving now.
Really?
Yeah, 2.5 weeks.
Is it that soon?
Yeah, I mean, 2 weeks from today will be the 24th,
my
which is
gosh.
Thanksgiving week. And then that following Thursday will be Thanksgiving.
Holy cow.
And I know, like you're hosting for the first time at your house.
I am, and I really ought to be paying more attention to how close we're getting to it, because there's still a lot of things I need to do and get and clean. Like, we don't even have the turkey yet.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah,
I know.
You've got to plan for your turkey, Jen.
I don't know what we're going to do.
Do you know how to cook a turkey?
You stick it in the oven, right?
Oh, gosh, you need to get one in practice on like a week or two before you do the actual one for your guests.
Well, I figure the turkey's going to be what the turkey's going to be. Y'all are going to be in my house, and you're going to
No.
hopefully it turns out okay.
The turkey that you buy is very important. You need to make sure you get the right turkey.
But how do I know which one's the right turkey?
Well, you could always go with the Farmer Bob's. Farmer Bob's, has the atomic turkeys.
Okay, what's that?
Hello, this is Farmer Bob. 30 years ago, I started my turkey farm right here across from the cooling pond from the Hot River Nuclear Power Plant. People said I was crazy. Well, who's crazy now? Just in time for Thanksgiving, presenting Farmer Bob's Atomic Turkeys. What makes my turkeys different? Each one of my atomic birds is absolutely live and fully cooked. And thanks to that nuclear power plant, hot too. Just pluck 'em and eat. And don't worry about the leftovers. My atomic turkeys have a half-life of 500 years. Come and get your Farmer Bob's Atomic Turkeys today. And remember our song. If you're cooking for your family and you want to serve a treat, Farmer Bob's the turkey that you pluck and eat. If everyone wants white meat, you can handle their request, cause Bob's Atomic Turkeys come with half a dozen breasts. Farmer Bob's Atomic Turkeys on Route 3 across from the nuclear power plant. Look for the glowing giblets.
Look for the glowing giblet.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
That's so good.
So anyway, they both went in the room.
So they both won the game room, and they have been campaigning pretty hard for this. And I'm like, well, what if this happens? How are you going to handle it? And they've been, well, we're going to do this. And what if this happens? What are you going to do? Well, we're going to do this.
Oh, my.
But if you have friends over, well, we're going to do this instead. And they have been making a point, if they start bickering and, when they're getting ready for bed at night, all I've got to do is be like, this is why we can't share a bedroom anymore. And, no, we're fine, Mom. We're fine, Mom. See, we're getting along totally great. You need the mirror? Have the mirror. Until
what happens is, you're right. Yes, I hate him. Can we kick him out of the house or vice versa?
So they want to share the game room. And if that happens, Beans' old room would become the new game room. And then the boys' room, which is right across the hall from Kyle and I, would become the new nursery. And I am just itching to get it put together and start moving on it. But if we're doing this is 3 of the 4 bedrooms getting moved around in our house. So we have a lot of work to do still.
Wow.
I know.
Well, it's seasons change. That's when you're supposed to be doing that, right?
And I'm nesting, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pregnant. It's all I want to do. All right. I need to go pee. I'll be right back.
In the next hour, we're going to be talking about your bad day guarantee. What guarantees that you're going to have a bad day? If this happens, you might as well hang it up and just wait until tomorrow to do a reset because, you're done at that point. Yeah, we were talking. Netflix also has Merry Little Xmas that comes out this Wednesday. Alicia Silverstone and Oliver Hudson's in this. So anyway, Playdate is a new movie coming out this week on Prime Video. Season premieres. Apple TV has Palm Royale and Selling the OC on Netflix. There's nothing. Well, Marines is a documentary, a look at the 31st Marine Expeditionary Unit as they undergo rigorous training exercises in the Pacific. That comes out tonight, being as how, tomorrow is officially Veterans Day. Also, Netflix will premiere Sesame Street tonight. It's the first time that the show has been on Netflix since PBS lost their funding and Netflix picked up ownership of it. Farmer Bob's Atomic Turkey. That is 2 times too much there, Megan. I guess you need to be a little careful of your turkeys. Bird flu has been detected in turkeys now in 3 different states. Maybe just double down on the mashed potatoes this Thanksgiving. You know how you can tell if your turkey has bird flu? It's if their nose is stuffed instead of their cavity. all the Christmas bears are getting washed today. What bears? What? Yeah, Edwin Hafner texted earlier and told Jen that, I don't know if she mentioned this, but if she hadn't decided on a name for a baby, which she has, Edwin, we've taken care of that, but he thinks Edwin is not a bad name. Said it's unique and the baby will go far in life with a name, but he might be a little biased. I think, and then he said, I just saw you say that your baby was going to be a girl. Why should that stop her from being able to use the name Edwin? Edwina? Edwin? I think that's a very feminine name. Edwin. Or just have steaks for Thanksgiving, right, Bryson? That's what I'm saying. I'm not a turkey fan. I told you that smoked turkey that I got from Walmart a week or so ago. And it was good. It was really good. I mean, smoked really, really well. But even that, I mean, by the second time I was eating it, I was like, all right, don't get any more of this for a while. I just burn out on it so fast. I did over the weekend. I ordered a pizza delivery. That was my being bad meal this weekend. And I ate, I would say, 3/4 of it by myself. Medium pizza by myself. She has a collection of Christmas teddy bears she strings up around the living room. Do you mean like wrapped around their neck where they're like dangling and that kind of thing? All right, let's try to fix this. Nope, there's no fixing it. Smoked prime rib sounds awesome, Bryson. Just let me know what time and I'll be there. Yes, exactly. Hanging the bears. Yeah, that's what she was talking about. Oh. Putting the bears out of their Christmas misery, right?
What's up?
What do you mean?
What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? Yeah, the deep frying thing is scary. My in-laws always do that every single year, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to stay inside while they do that. It just makes me nervous.
We've got a coworker who deep fries their turkey as well, and he says it is the best turkey he's ever had.
That's not saying a lot, okay? It's not like suddenly turkey is amazing. It is the best way to do turkey, I think, besides smoking. Smoking, I think, is still better. It's juicier than smoking. And I mean, if that's the only thing you're adding to turkey is juiciness, there's still the whole issue of the flavor.
I think part of the big issue with turkey is it is dry. I think it needs to be more juicy.
That's texture. Still does nothing about the flavor. It still tastes the same. Deep fried, it still tastes the same. And deep fried, you think it implies there's going to be a crunchy crust or something?
Yeah.
No, that is not it. It's just a quick way of cooking the meat in a way that does not cook it to death. But there's still the taste, which to me, the gamey turkey taste is part of what's wrong with it.
Christy says she's nervous it's going to blow up.
Yeah, and I've seen it happen, not with theirs per se. They've always done a pretty good job. It's overflowed once on them.
Yeah, Jimmy agrees. Deep fried's the best.
Yeah.
I do prefer turkey deep fried and then inject it with Tony's Creole butter.
It needs something. I mean, flavor-wise, it suffers. It's not a very good tasting meat.
Yeah, see, this is why I'm not making a turkey this year. I'm having it catered.
I think you'll really like the stuff you get. Now, again, to me, smoked turkey is the best turkey because the smoke flavor alters the flavor of the turkey, makes it more palatable. But even with that, if I didn't eat it more than 2 days, I think I would just, go off the reservation. I'd be done at that point.
We always had smoked turkey when I was a kid growing up. Like, my dad would be up every couple of hours making sure it was doing all right outside. Like, that was our tradition every single year. And it was great.
Just don't like the turkey. Thankfully, my wife, we do for Thanksgiving. And, well, she did turkey last year. But usually for Christmas and usually for Thanksgiving, she does ham.
Yeah.
And we all like that a lot better.
We always do ham for Christmas. A Christmas ham. Jimmy says, Randy, go back to bed.
I would like to, Jimmy, but unfortunately, I've got visions of you in my head, which prevents me from sleeping well. That's what's been causing my insomnia is Jimmy. Her doing the stupid chanting.
The voodoo doll thing?
Yeah.
Christy says, I'd rather cook my turkey with all the flavors, plus I need the booth to make my dressing.
So,
Morning, Kathy.
A friend of mine over the weekend, I agreed to go over and let out their dogs and cats.
Mm-hmm.
2 different times, had to go over and do that for them while they were gone and feed them. And they gave me their key code to get into their house with and everything.
Right.
And went in, and immediately the smell of cat pee hit me in the face and about knocked me down. Now, these are what I would consider clean people. They're well-to-do.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a nice house. It wasn't a disaster mess area, but it smelled. The smell, I thought, oh, no, the cat has. And so I went looking all over. They've got most of the house shut off from the animals. So I looked everywhere. There was no accidents anywhere. It's just their house. And, I've got a very sensitive nose. I can track it down. I did find the cat's litter box, which is outside of the main living area. They have a pet door that goes out to their laundry room and then out to the garage, and it's out there. That's the main culprit of the smell. But I could smell it the minute I came in the door. Hit me like a wall.
Yeah, that ammonia is no joke.
Well, I explained this to him when I talked to him. I said, hey, I thought for a minute that your cat had an accident. I said, oh, no, they never, ever, ever have accidents in our house.
Even if you think that, it's still possible that they've...
And I moved on real quickly, to other things talking about. I didn't want to accuse them or...
We'll see sunshine today, a high near 40. Mostly clear skies, south lows in the upper 20s. Sunshine breezy and 60 for Veterans Day Tuesday. Sunshine 67 for Wednesday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not showing anything over the 4 states.
24 in Monette, 25 in Pittsburgh, 23 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
So we're wanting to know, especially since today's Monday and it's cold and miserable out there.
What happens or what guarantees that you're going to have a bad day?
If this happens, you might as well hang it up and wait until Tuesday because your day's over at that point.
623-1025 to call or text.
Here's Thomas Rhett.
On the 4 states, number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5. So I asked him, I said, does it always smell that strong? We're good enough friends. I could ask that. He goes, we never smell it, honestly.
Yep, they're used to it.
That's got me thinking, how many, what, could we provide a service maybe where we go over and smell at people's houses and let them know?
That is actually a huge fear of mine.
Mine too.
Is that my house is going to stink and I'm going to have no idea.
And I have no idea that it smells this way. So one of my things I always do when I first come home, especially after being gone a little while, is I smell the house.
Yep.
Because I know I've got a fresh perspective at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So it got me thinking, I wonder what my house smells like, or if it smells.
Your house always smells good. It smells like apples and cinnamon, honestly.
That's because that's the air freshener we use. It is. And I have 7 of them. You know those little plug-in ones?
Yep.
There are 3 in the living room. 3 of those. There's one in the bedroom and there's one in the main bathroom. That's the ones we don't even bother with the kitchen because we know that's pointless.
Yeah.
But we run those, and anytime, and we don't put them out right before people come over. We put them out like 3 days before people come over because we know there's a saturation effect.
Right.
But it's because I am so concerned. And you've been in people's houses, you know, where it does smell clean, it does smell good. And then you've been in the others where there's that scab smell underneath everything, or, you know, it's got the sweaty smell or the animal smell or the cooking food smell. That's when my wife cooks bacon and it saturates the house. I know that's what our house smells like, and it bothers me. I'm like, we got to get rid of this. We got to.
Yeah, you've got to clean. Litter boxes are one where you've got to clean them at least once a day, if not more, when you've got multiple cats. And then you've got to do a full overhaul of the entire box, like once a week at least.
Yeah, and it's expensive. Litter, I mean, if you're buying the good stuff that clumps.
Right. That makes a big difference, too, the litter that you use. If you get the real cheap stuff, I've been there. That was all I could afford for a while when I had cats. And there was a huge difference in the way everything smelled when I used that stuff.
Lauren had, a cat. She always had a cat growing up. So we've lived with cats before. And I wonder, we thought our house never smelled, We did the same kind of cleaning regimen we do now. But I'm like, I wonder. She had her litter box and stuff out in the garage. And we had the covered box that she had to go into to do. So she couldn't throw the litter out. That
makes a big difference, too.
And we had the flap in the door and everything, which we've since replaced. But, and that cat never had an accident. But, I mean, and this person says their cats never have an accident.
But also, you can't be there to watch and babysit them 24/7. So you don't actually know. You can't really say that.
But I think if you've had a long history with an animal long enough, you know what their trends are. If they're going to have accidents on the carpet in the living room, eventually they're going to get caught at it, or you're going to smell it. And I will say, I went around, not on my hands and knees on the carpet, but I went around very close to the floor and could not find any spot that was indicating this is where the smell is coming from. That's what led me out to the garage eventually. And it was crazy. And I got to thinking, they don't smell this. I do, because I don't live here. Right. And I wonder what my house smells like to other people.
We with the mouse, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say, Randy's house smells good. I can tell you that for certain.
Because we're used to it, it makes me nervous. That, to me, seems like, for a small nominal fee, $15 or so, we'll come by and smell your house.
Tell you how good or bad it smells.
There's a business model, yeah. Tell you if your house smells bad.
Because we've got bigger dogs, and that's something that has always bothered me. It's like I don't want to smell like sweaty dog or like drooly big dog.
Yeah, well, and I know size has nothing to do with it, I think. Like Bella, she stinks. Oh my gosh, she smells like dirty feet. She doesn't have a dog smell.
Yeah.
She's got a dirty smeek, a dirty foot stink, like athletic shoe stink. I mean, she smells bad. If I don't give her a bath once a week, then it gets out of control. You can scratch her, pet her, and your hand will smell. She smells. The dog, they say dogs don't sweat except for out the bottoms of their feet or their nose,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure. She runs hot. That's why I think this is. She runs very, very hot.
Megan says it's their litter habits. Got to overhaul that kitty box.
Yeah. They make those self-cleaning ones, that do the rake thing.
And some cats, though, refuse to use those.
Yeah, that freaks them out. It wouldn't be that just your luck. You spend $200-$300 on a robot litter box, and then your cat won't touch it.
Holy cow. 6 litters of puppies in your house, worrying about how that smells. For 12 weeks, no one was allowed over.
Yeah.
6 litters at once?
I'm pretty sure I can tell you how your house smelled at that point. You can't be helped.
No.
No, I mean, how do you keep that clean?
Right. Didn't you have a new litter that was supposed to be coming any day now, Bryson? Got 20 seconds.
It was so strong in there. I'm like, there's no way I could stay more than 10, 15 minutes.
How many cats do they have?
2.
And how many litter boxes?
1.
They should have 3. You should have 1 per cat and then one extra. Is that right, Megan?
But that would require them keep the litter boxes in the house. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see sunshine today, highs in the low 40s. It is 23 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes. Supposedly some warmer temperatures coming by the weekend that we'll tell you about.
But we're talking about the thing that has to happen to guarantee that you're just going to have a bad day.
When this happens, you might as well just hit the reset button because you know your day's ruined from that point on.
623-1025 to call or text.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
Here's John Morgan with Jason Aldean.
On KIX 102.5. Oh, that's another thing. His cats are trained to use the toilet.
Oh, interesting.
They both use the toilet. They leave the litter box as an option for them, but they both can use the toilet.
That's pretty cool, actually.
And I did see that they had.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I was going looking around, pilfering. Yeah. I mean, checking to see if there have been any accidents. Yeah. They have cameras in their house, so I wasn't,
Mm-hmm. Cat math is epic. Oh, Bryson, bless your heart. 42 puppies in a house at one time.
Oh, I killed a snake on Thursday. I haven't got to talk to you guys since then. So Thursday, I went out and did my leaf vacuuming, which made me so mad. I got it done. I got the entire front yard completely clear, and I went back around to the back, right down on the patio.
Mm-hmm.
Leaves are all over it again.
Of course.
But as I'm coming back around, I see a little bitty baby slitherer. It's copperhead going on the sidewalk. So it is now dead.
Mm-hmm. I was going to ask, what kind is it?
It was a copperhead, little baby copperhead, which, indicates there are more.
Right.
And that is the second one that I've killed this year, second little one. This one was so small, though, it had to have been birthed like in the past 2 or 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was June or July when I killed the other one on the storm shelter. This was on the sidewalk, walking around the sunroom.
Yeah.
Which frequently during the summer, I'll step out there, especially if the sidewalks are all clear and clean and everything, walk around that barefoot.
Right.
All the time, going to the pool and stuff. This is a problem.
Do they hibernate, copperheads?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they cannot function once the temperature gets so low.
So would they be under rocks or something in your backyard, or?
I'm sure. I mean, my yard is very conducive to habitat for snakes. All of the plant growth around the edge of the pool, that is all. We have rabbits living in one of those pampas grass bushes that will just come out and eat while you're out there in the backyard. They're not afraid of us at all. Rabbits also attract copperheads. Rodents of any kind do.
Right.
Then there are all the rock landscaping that we have that I know could go dig in it and probably dig up 5 or 6 copperheads or snakes.
Yeah.
Another reason why I've not been killing the black snakes that I've seen.
Oh, will they fight the copperheads?
They will eat the copperheads. I say black snakes, king snakes. There's been 2 different spotted king snakes that I've seen back there, and I've left them alone because they will hunt and eat copperheads.
Oh, cool.
Still don't like any of them, and my goal is to kill all of them. But I know this is becoming a problem. If there's that many babies, there's an adult somewhere because I've not killed the big one yet.
Bryson says, nope, time to move or set your house on fire.
Mm-hmm. I will kill them all. But we just don't go outside barefoot at all.
Right.
You're not going to die from a copperhead bite. You may want to. But
it's going to hurt, though.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't even have to go to the doctor. I know that'd be Jen's first thing to go to urgent care, but you don't have to.
Go see your doctor.
You'll be all right. You just treat it well. I would think a brown recluse bite would probably do more damage than a copperhead.
Really?
Not be as painful. Copperhead bite would be way more painful, but I would think that more damage would be done to the tissue from the necroxin of the brown recluse than a copperhead.
Megan says we need a week of low temps for them to go back to bed for the winter.
Yeah, I mean, for them to go permanently. But even then, when you have a warm snap, it's not uncommon to see them come out and lay on the rocks or something trying to raise their body temperature. But they won't move. I mean, you could literally play with them and stuff, and they will just lay there.
They're so cold. Kathy says, keep the leaves. It helps keep our bugs and beetles warm.
And the snakes somewhere to live. Yes. No, I'm not interested in helping the bugs or the beetles or the snakes. So
put Windex on your copperhead bite?
The ammonia might have something to do with that. I don't know. I've never heard that.
So what's the story behind that, Megan? I've never heard that either.
I'm sure it's the ammonia, right? Next, you'll be telling me to pee on it.
That's what I was going to say. Put some cat pee on it then or something. Parent Square, what do you want? Parent Square. Is everyone signed up for all of our giveaways we got going on right now?
Man, we've got a lot.
Yeah,
but
we do.
There's some big prizes.
We talked a little bit ago about Joplin's first snowfall. You were out of the room at that point. Guess the date of the first snowfall this season, and you could win a free year car wash membership to Hurricane.
Which would be nice to be able to go by and wash your car whenever you want to.
Get
Wouldn't
all
that be
that
cool?
salt and stuff off your car. And then 417 are fine. We've teamed up with them to do a holiday glow up giveaway.
And let's be honest, some of you really need that.
Okay, 6 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
Wanting to know what guarantees you're going to have a bad day?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Here's Morgan Wallen.
On KIX 102.5.
And in this one, we've got 3 grand prize packages that we're giving away valued at like $600, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. And then there is the Jingle Bell and Jack that you guys all know about that we did the promo for. You could win. There is a $15,000 prize that somebody could win. There's a chance of winning.
A chance of winning that.
Then there is the second prize, which is $500 cash. Somebody's going to win that. And a 2 yearly memberships. It's not a 2-year membership. It is 2 yearly memberships. So one for you, one for the person that is your training buddy, your workout buddy.
Right.
And then there's also supplements from 24 Elite Gym.
Oh, okay. It's from the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding. The father's heavy on putting wednocks on every. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And there's also, by the way, with Jingle Bell and Jack, if you win that, you also win a supplement package. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, we have Secret Sound and the Pro Football Pick'em. So a lot of chances to win.
Oh, hey, the Pew Research Center has a new study. Pew, 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 pew. They have done a survey on aging, and they found that the majority of Americans say they would like to live into their 80s or beyond with the perfect age to die, 91.
Why 91? Does it say?
That's just what everybody says. They think that would be the perfect age to die. If you had to pick an age to die, when would you want it to happen? Now you've got something to talk about with your grandparents at Thanksgiving, don't you?
If you could pick when you were going to die, would you pick?
Meanwhile, the majority of Americans have an average retirement savings of about $87,000.
Ooh.
Which somebody's not thinking this through.
No. Not at all. It's not going to get you that far.
That's only going to take you to about 71.
Yikes. Oh, Megan says, don't forget your weekly EAS test happening Friday.
Friday. Did you remember it Friday? We didn't have to last week.
No, I thought we already did it.
Done.
Yeah.
It was already done.
I was like, I didn't do it.
We could do it today and just get it out of the way.
We could. Just be
that
done
would
with
be
it.
all right. Megan, if you want to remind us at 9:50 or 8:50, I mean, sorry, then we'll get set up and just get it out of the way.
Yeah, you've got to stick around until 9:50 now.
That'll be fine with me.
Little did you know what you signed up for.
Which I can look on the log. Yeah, none's been sent. Oh, boy.
Ready?
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:19.
Sunshine and low 40s today. It is 23 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 6 minutes.
But we're talking about the thing that When this happens, it just guarantees that you're going to have a bad day.
623-1025. It's different for most people, but whatever it might be for you, we want to know.
Yeah, you can call or text. You can also tell us on Facebook.
What's the thing that guarantees you're going to have a bad day?
Waking up to find out you have a flat.
No, there goes the whole day.
Oh, yeah.
Wish I'd bought some roadside assistance.
Yep.
What guarantees that you're going to have a bad day?
Okay, waking up in the morning, getting up, and stepping in dog.
Oh, who put that there?
It goes in between your toes.
No.
Yes, that is how you know you're going to have a bad day.
You've never done that, Jen, with your dog.
Oh, yeah, I've done that.
Oh, me too. And that dog is gone.
Yeah, that's like, how do you recover from that? How do you come back
You
from
don't.
that?
You clean your front and go back to bed.
What guarantees you're going to have a bad day?
When you walk into work and all your 1-year-olds are screaming already.
Well, wait a minute. How many 1-year-olds do you have?
Are you Octomom or something?
No, I work at a daycare, and I have up to, 12? We have 12.
Oh, my God.
12 1-year-olds.
You know, they've done studies and they've discovered that a woman's brain is directly affected by the cry of a child.
Brandy.
No, seriously, this is biological, that you are biologically programmed to respond to a baby's cry. Imagine multiplying that times 12 and the effect it will have.
Oh, my gosh, you're scaring me, Brandy.
Scaring you, you're scaring me.
What guarantees that you're going to have a bad day?
Well, my boss tells me that I'm going to have to work a little bit overtime before I even get to work.
And he goes, yeah, we're going to need you to stay late a little bit this weekend. If you could come in a couple of extra hours early.
Yeah, not happening.
Yeah, don't like that at all.
You don't fill out those TPS
TPS reports. It's my
guarantees-
stapler. It's my stapler.
What guarantees you're going to have a bad day?
I can tell you what's leading to me having a bad day is this idiot woman behind me doing her makeup, going down the road, staring with her knee while texting, riding my
Okay, maybe she's in a hurry and she's trying to get her makeup done before she gets to work.
My Lord. I mean, this woman's driving by Braille. All I can hear is them rumble strips behind me. And I'm slowing her down. We're doing 80.
Well, at least she knows where the edge of the road is.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
What guarantees that you're going to have a bad day?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
Megan says that the car kids don't beat the bus riders to the school. A few kids get huffy and puffy.
Huffy and Buffy?
Huffy and puffy.
Oh.
If I don't bathe before work, I'm going to have a bad day. There have been a couple times in the past, like not since I've been here living in our current house or anything, but it's happened before where I've woken up and there's been like no water pressure or no hot water, whatever. And I just, oh man, the whole day is just skewered at that point.
I have some weird ones. Mine, if I oversleep, my alarm doesn't go off, or if I just ignore it and go back to sleep, that guarantees that.
Yeah.
That's setting me up right there. Then when I get here, if I have to restart the computers, that's pretty much a given. Or if OBS, or if this has been anything with this over here, guarantees that the day's pretty much ruined at that point. And I've gotten to where when that does happen, I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just shut it off. I'm like, I'm not going to let that manipulate my emotions today. I'm just not going to do it.
I used to have a coworker who, if he hit a certain number of red lights going to work, that was his indicator he was going to have a bad day.
Okay. Now that to me is a little superstitious.
I don't know. It was like he just had a number. Once he hit that number, he was like, well, there goes the day.
Used to be that way back when we used paper logs. If I did not sign off before the end of the hour on that particular hour, I couldn't sign on the next one until we got close to the next hour. If I did not do that, then the day would get wrecked.
Yeah.
Stupid superstitions.
That guy last week had to have a terrible day after putting diesel in his gas. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
That would suck.
Hopefully he didn't start that thing.
We'll just burn this out of there. It'll be okay.
Yeah. So this is a question that has been on X over the weekend, I saw, and I got to thinking. First, I thought, well, no, and then I thought, well, now wait a minute. When I had kids, would I do this?
Yeah.
So they posted a message. The South Carolina high school principal did, expressing her opinion on pulling kids out of school to take a vacation. What do you think about this? Should you or shouldn't you is the question.
I wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't do it.
Nope.
Ever. Even if you were given the vacation, or if that's the only vacation you could take with your family that, for the year.
I don't think I still would. I think school's too important.
Okay. She said, it's 2025. I actually have parents trying to defend pulling their kids out of school for vacation. I get a death. I get a granny is turning 100 and lives out of state. But to get a cheaper vacation, nope, I can't ever support that. And within hours, she was flooded with angry responses to this. And the reactions were pretty insane. So a lot of people will do this because they can get better rates during the winter time than they can during the summer. And some people were saying, like one person was saying, the arrogance of this is amazing. The schools think they own your kids.
No.
This one said, as a California state assemblyman, the government of Taiwan invited my family to meet the president and most of the cabinet. We then went to Singapore and New Zealand on my own dime. The school was entirely uninterested in the learning experience. No regrets, though. Person saying, a child traveling with their family will always be more enriching learning experience than yet another monotonous day showing up to school. Okay, I ain't buying that. Anybody that's ever had kids and never gone on a vacation. Come here and look at this. I saw it. They're on their phone. You are the reason, this person says, you're the reason that a lot of kids never get to take a vacation. Imagine thinking only kids whose parents can afford it in the peak season should visit the beach. You snob.
Wow.
This person said, I will take my child out of school when I feel like it. He is not your child, you tyrant. Principal Johnson later noted that when a student misses a week of school, the rest of the class keeps moving forward. It creates an added burden on the teacher who has to find time to help that student catch up while continuing to teach the other 28 or so kids.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't think that I didn't want to leave my kids in school while me and the wife took a vacation, but that's not how it works.
Yeah.
I will say, you miss, if you're in like algebra or trig or calculus or something, you miss one class, you're pretty much screwed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You cannot, catching back up is like near to almost impossible.
It's really, really hard to do.
I remember in algebra, which I struggle with anyway, but I missed one class and I spent the rest of that school year with a tutor trying to get caught up as a result of that one particular, and it was early on, within, I'd say, the first 4 weeks of school that I missed that class and struggled to get caught up for the rest of the year.
So Beans has got a friend who her parents took them during the school year to Disney World for a week. So she missed an entire week of school to go to Disney World.
And I will say my youngest daughter does this. She will take her kids out all the time during the usually January, February season, and they'll go to Texas for a week. And I'm like, isn't that hard on them?
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's just partly the way that I was raised. I know my grandpa was a huge advocate for going to school because that was something living in rural Kansas that was not readily accessible all the time. I mean, he had to work on the farm. He had family responsibilities and things like that. So for him, school was incredibly important, and he really pushed to instill that in my mom, and then she really pushed to instill that in us kids as well.
I feel like if you really strategically plan, you could do a vacation for like one of the weekends when a teacher takes off on a Monday for a professional development day or whatever. Don't they do that like every third week?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, it's all the time. So if you look ahead on the calendar, you can strategically plan to get a 4-day week,
Sure. Have a long weekend or something. I think school is just it's way too important to miss like that. And I'm all for making core memories with your kids and wanting to have, that time with them as well. But they're only in school for how long?
Yeah.
And I think there's something to be said with what they can learn at home and on the road and with you, as opposed to what they can learn in school.
But there is also instilling the idea within them that responsibility first, pleasure reward afterwards. Never pleasure reward first and then responsibility secondary. Right. I think you're teaching them a philosophy that is going to be a detriment to them for the rest of their life when you do that.
So I couldn't do it with my kids.
When my kids were kids, we couldn't afford vacations. So, I mean, if we got to go to Silver Dollar City on the media bill, where I got to get in for free with my family, that was a big deal. We did not take vacations.
Yeah. Yeah.
they were, I think Amber was almost 16 when we finally made our first vacation to the coast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And even then, it had to be in one of those extended stay motels that wasn't on the beach. And we had to go buy groceries and prepare all of our food in the room. Yeah.
And it was still great, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was still awesome.
Yep.
Except for the sunburn, because we didn't know better.
Right. Megan says, I would make sure schoolwork is still done and completed when he returned and not all on one day. Each day there would be a few things done, so it's not all cramped. Christy says, they took Addie out for their trip when they went to Branson.
Uh-huh. I've been having dreams about Mexico. Lots of them.
Oh, I bet.
About different things, different resorts, sitting on the beach, going to Xcaret and some of those other places down on the Riviera Maya. I don't know what that means.
I think it means you want to go back.
A lot.
A lot.
So I have an issue. There is a, President Trump said yesterday that all Americans would be, now this is just him talking, I know right now, but there would be a tariff refund coming to all Americans of up to $2,000 per individual. I mean, that could mean as much, like for someone like you or me, $4,000 for a household.
Right.
Whether this happens or not, who knows?
So
I think
this was a post on Truth Social, and he didn't just say that. He also said, because of tariffs, he says, we're now the richest, most respected country in the world with almost no inflation and a record stock market price. 401ks are the highest ever.
Now, I will say the stock market is hitting records, but he is also one to exaggerate with hyperbole. That's what he's known for. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country.
Wanting to know what guarantees you're going to have a bad day?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Sam Hunt.
On KIX 102.5.
So, I mean, this is what he's known for. It's these inflammatory statements that drive the left nuts, but he always uses the best ever, the greatest, the hyperbole and stuff like that. So how much of this is hyperbole and how much of this is actually going to happen? Has there been enough money generated to fund that? Probably. There probably has been.
Isn't there also a court ruling right now if they're trying to decide if that money's got to be paid back?
I thought that was thrown out.
Oh, was it?
I may be mistaken, but I thought that was thrown out, that they decided they weren't going to rule on that. They did not have to rule on that.
Okay.
I don't know. I may be wrong on that. I see headlines in passing all the time. If the focus here being on the idea, and this is me, this is the way my mind works, and it drives my wife nuts. When I think we might be getting money or there might be money coming, I make plans for it. And I'm like, okay, if that was the case...
You going to Mexico?
Would that be that? Or would I want to see if she would loan me money or at least let me use mine on a stadium?
What do you mean on a stadium?
The new modeler.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because one of the reasons we've not been going on vacation was the stupid windows.
Right.
And those are going to be paid off at the beginning of the year. Finally. Stupid. Don't ever buy Anderson. But... the idea, those are going to be paid off at the end of the year. So we'll have an additional, I forget what it is.
Doesn't that feel so good?
Yeah, a month. Also, my truck will be paid off.
Nice.
So there'll be like 2 payments that we don't have. This will be extra money. And my wife, you know what her idea is? Well, let's use that money to set it back for rainy day funds and savings.
Yeah.
And she's right. Yeah. But come on. I haven't been to Mexico in over 2 years.
I haven't been to Mexico ever.
Almost 2 years. I want to go back. We did not take vacation past 2 years. We have not.
Can you just split it up?
Sat in the backyard. That's what I'm saying.
Save part of it, and Mexico part of it?
90% of it go to Mexico.
Okay.
And then give her like $10 that she can build a savings account with. She doesn't even want to talk about spending money right now because Christmas is getting ready to happen, and that's where her focus is. And so I've kind of got to tiptoe around the edges of those conversations. That plus I'm getting ready to ask for a sizable amount a budget request for the stone wall that we're getting ready to do, the next project. And every time I bring it up, she gets very, very quiet. And then the next thing I know, we're talking about something else.
Imagine that.
I'm like, why can't we plan? Wouldn't it be better to plan? I started talking about changing the lighting in the living room because I want some different lighting in there once we get this done.
Brighter lights, amber lights, what kind of lights?
Well, we have right now recessed lighting in the ceiling, which is a problem because we have angled ceilings. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see sunshine today, highs in the low 40s. It is 23 in Joplin.
And we've got the Morning KIX takeover starting in just 15 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and vote on the songs that you want to hear this morning.
But since it's Monday, since it's a cold Monday,
we're talking about the thing that has to happen to guarantee that you're just going to have a bad day.
When this happens, you might as well hang it up because you know your day's over at that point.
623-1025 to call or text.
What guarantees you're going to have a bad day?
A phone call from my soul-sucking ex-wife.
Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate.
When you hear her voice say, hello.
Just seeing the number on the phone makes me cringe.
What guarantees you're going to have a bad day?
When I wake up in the morning and it's already light outside, meaning my alarm didn't go off.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. And becomes the mad, frantic scramble.
Yeah, and then I end up slipping in the shower, dropping something or breaking something, and then it just goes on from there.
Yeah, you never want to drop something in the shower.
Randy, stop it.
All right, you guys have a great morning.
You know, what's even worse is when that happens on a Saturday.
What? Oh,
when
yeah,
you don't have to work.
To be there.
But you feel like you've won something, but then when you realize, oh, it's the weekend.
I don't know about you, but once I've had that morning, there's no saving it. I can't even go back to bed even if it is the weekend.
What ruins your day?
When I can't find my eyeglasses in the morning.
Yeah, it's kind of a catch-22.
Right, like you need to have your glasses to be able to find your glasses. Yep.
That's right.
What guarantees that you're going to have a bad day?
My screaming children at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's more like, I'm hungry. 5 o'clock.
Okay, Randy.
Why?
Okay, we get it.
I'm just...
Now, what guarantees that you're going to have a bad day?
623-1025 to text or...
No, you can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states number 1 for Mom!
KIX 102.5. Will you move the mouse back over, please?
Again? Oh.
Because you leave it over then I can't do anything. Megan says Mexico will still be there.
I don't know if it will. I mean, it's not like we can get an airline flight right now, right? So, stuff can happen that could totally discombobulate the whole process. No, the lighting that we're looking at is gimbal lighting.
What?
Gimbal lighting.
What's the gimbal lighting?
So right now we have the recessed, the circular lights, in the ceiling in there. And the problem is they're too direct. So they shine down at you, and they're about a 2,700, 3,000 temperature, which is a very warm light.
Yeah.
More natural than this stuff in here. And it's too direct. So anytime we take pictures or anything, there's weird shadows and stuff on everyone. What we need is indirect lighting. And oddly enough, before the tornado, we had indirect lighting. It was destroyed when the tree came through the ceiling.
Right.
We had Parcan lighting.
I don't know what that is.
It's very dated looking. Okay, so it's like kind of like this. It has a stem that hangs down, and then there's a can with a light in it, and you can move it around, point it at.
Oh, okay.
It's like that.
Yeah.
So, but it looked very dated. Track lighting is what it looked like. There was a track across the ceiling, had the lights, you could slide them around. So but it was effective. So you could shine it into the corners where there were dark areas, to create a more even lighting. And lighting a room is very important as part of the design, And right now, our living room it's either too dark or it's too light.
Yeah.
You can't get a good combination. Anytime I turn the lights up fully, we had them up the other night while I was checking out the new guitar pickup job, and I noticed the corners are just shadows.
Yeah.
So they make a recessed circular light that you can literally pull on it and pull it down and point it at areas out of that. That's called a gimbal light.
Okay.
And they're LED based, and they're not expensive. I mean, $40 for a set of them, I think. And I could replace those and put those in. And I was like, we're going to want to do this with the lights. And she goes, you're going to want to do this, 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 and this. And I'm like, okay, it's because you let this stuff accumulate. If we just did it as I came up with these ideas, everything would be fine. She goes, we also would have absolutely no money.
Yeah, that.
You know.
There's that.
But we'd be done. Would you rather pay for it as we go or one big lump amount, because we've waited so long? To me, that's...
You saved the money for it, so you're not
backwards
poor.
thinking. So I want to do the lighting, at least some of the lighting in there when we do the wall. I've got to buy the stone for the wall, and I know what's going to happen. I'm going to be like, we have vacation coming up here. I'd like to do this project. And she's going to go until the week of, and then when they want to order it, it won't come in until the very end of my vacation when I have to do a mad scramble and won't be able to get it all done. Right. I've got to buy a special saw with a masonry blade to be able to do this. I could use my skill saw, but it's going to be way too hard to use. I want to get one of the little mini saws. I think
it'll be easier.
There's going to be screws that we need to be able to fasten in. I have a stud finder, but I would like a better one. The one I have right now is just a magnet. It's a really, 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 really strong magnet. You slide it around on the wall, and when it comes along a sheetrock screw, it locks right there.
Into it.
And that's where your stud is,
It works, though.
It does work. Can sometimes be a little frustrating trying to find that stupid screw.
When you're riding with someone else and their radio is not tuned to KIX.
No, you get out. I tell you what you do. What you do is you ask them to pull over, act like you're getting ill or, whoa, could you pull over? And when they do, you use your feet and shove them out of the car, lock the doors, take off in their car, and reset that radio where it should be. The ride will be so much better.
Jimmy says when they bought her car, she told them if the radio didn't get KIX, she wasn't going to buy it, so they put a new radio in it.
All radios get KIX. All radios want to get KIX. All radios come initially set to KIX. It's evil people that switch them to other things later.
Says so on the label.
Right there on the label.
You know what? You talk about someone's house and being nose blind to smells. What about the smell that it's on the person and they don't know it? That is another thing that I always am very worried about. Is like, what if my just like natural smell is like pure stank and I don't know it?
I feel like I would be a lot more aware of that than I would the house.
You think so?
Yeah, I know. Like when I've been working or something, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to, shower. That's never a problem detecting that. What gets me is when I will be gone from the house for a while and come in and realize. And also there's a part of my brain that realizes, hey, it's always smelled this way. You're just now noticing it. I know that when that's happening.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's less likely to slide under the radar as the house smell.
I don't know. I just clearly I've got a thing with stinking. Like I don't want to stink. And I don't want my house to stink.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about the house smelling awful. It's just smelling a little mildewy or smelling stale or old person-y. You ever go into someone's house and it smells like, and they have no clue. And you can smell it. It's not bad. It's not offensive. It's just not a great smell.
Right.
That I don't want to happen. And I feel like it's very easy to get nose blind to that.
I've never seen that movie, Identity Thief. Yeah, I would hope my friends would tell me too.
Is that, what's her name?
Melissa McCarthy. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I feel like if I stunk, Randy would say something.
Yeah. Sometimes I do even when she doesn't.
Yeah, it's great.
It's because I'm here to help.
But he warned me when I first started doing the morning show. He was like, I have a very sensitive olfactory system. And so I was like, oh my gosh, what if he hates my perfume? So I'm always very conscious of that. I try to be respectful of that when I get in here.
It's weird that I can smell really well. I can't see really well. I'm sure my hearing's damaged, although I've never, The only indication I have of that is at night when I only wear one earbud because I lay on this side, I put the earbud on this side.
Right.
When I roll over, I put the earbud on this side. I can tell distinct differences in volume level. I mean, massive. This side, everything is loud. So it hears normal. This side is going deaf, must be, because it's like a 20% difference that I can tell between the two sides. I don't hear like an imbalance like this, though, when I listen to headphones or stereo items. And it's weird, too, because when I played club circuit with the amp up on a stand, it was on this side blasting into my ear.
Right.
When I played on the road, they were behind me. So I don't know why this here, except for that's where the drummer always is. That's why.
It's always the drummer.
Stupid drummer.
Christy says mothballs is a trigger for me. I remember my great-grandmother's house.
Lavender is for me. I cannot stand the smell of lavender.
I love lavender.
Old lady smell. It smells like old ladies.
Oh, I think it's lovely.
Hate it. Yeah, bit of a sniffer there, Jimmy. I can smell you coming a mile away.
I was really worried when I got pregnant again that I was going to be really bad because when I was pregnant with Willa, I was so sensitive to every smell out there, all of them. And I could smell everything. Luckily, with this one, it's not been as bad.
It's kind of like my world all the time.
But with beans, it was oof.
I did find some interesting new health foods over the weekend.
Yeah.
The Impossible Meat steak bites. Unbelievable. They taste just like meat. Same texture, everything. They smell awful when you first open them, even frozen.
Are they mushroom or seitan?
They're Satan. Satan? I don't know what they are. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country.
It's Max McKnown.
On KIX 102.5.
That's the stuff. See,
they're in the red package.
Satan's is not gluten-free.
Satan?
Satan's what it's called.
I don't want to eat Satan.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. It's these Impossible Home-style steak bites. Fully cooked. You just microwave them, and it sounds gross. But I had them with red roasted potatoes. They're $7 for a bag. No cholesterol, no fat. View item details.
I mean, they look pretty good. Looks like meat.
It tastes just like it. I mean, it's even got not gristle, but it's that same exact texture.
So why did you buy those instead of actual meat?
Well, I want meat, and unfortunately, meat has fat in it. All of meat has fat in it. So I've been trying to find an alternative.
These aren't made of Satan because these are gluten-free. What are these made out of?
It's not Satan because that'd be evil. Satan!
Give me the ingredients. Here we go. Oh, it's made of soy protein. Water, soy protein, isolate, sunflower oil, natural flavors.
Yeah.
There's vegetable juice, color in there, garlic powder, cooked apple juice.
So it's
powder.
really, really good, and it really tastes like steak. It's not the most ideal. I would not salt it. It already has a salty flavor that whatever the flavoring that they've added to it. But we put some Kansas City seasoning on them, steak seasoning, and it was pretty good. I could eat those any old time.
Satan is not gluten-free.
Of course he's not. I did also find these sour gummies that taste pretty dang close to my sour gummy worms. And they have no cholesterol, no fat, no added sugars, no sodium, no protein, no vitamins whatsoever. It's like eating paper pretty much.
What's the brand?
I can't remember, but they're pricey.
Are they the ones like on the bright kind of neon-looking bags?
No, this is just a white bag.
Oh.
It's kind of a plain bag, in fact. And they're sold in the no fat, the stuff you can't eat in that section. Gluten, no fat.
Like the health section?
Yeah, the health section there at Walmart. But they're really, really good. So I got 2 bags of those. They're $5-something a bag.
Yikes.
For a bag like that. Yeah, but it's pretty nice to be able to have that when you have a craving. I also bought all of the flavored Annie Hun ramen, so
Here we
you
go.
can't get any of that. Sorry.
Rude.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine, a high near 40 today. It is 23 in Joplin.
And we've got to look at the weather forecast in the next hour. Plus, the morning KIX takeover is getting ready to start in just 5 minutes.
That means you still got a couple more minutes to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and let us know the songs that you want to hear this morning.
Yeah, if you're having a bad day, it could literally turn your whole day around hearing your favorite song.
Which is basically what we're talking about this morning. What guarantees that you're going to have a bad day?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
What's your bad day guarantee?
When you know that you worked a 62-hour week and you call your bank Friday morning to verify your deposit and you don't get one.
Oh.
Who dropped the ball on the money bag?
Oh, you ain't kidding.
What guarantees that you're going to have a bad day?
Waking up late.
Oh, yeah, waking up late.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, though. You know, sometimes if I get sleep in, it's worth it.
Well, yes, but after you wake up, you normally realize, hey, I'm not going to make it to work on time, or
You got to start running around and you're rushing everywhere.
That extra 10 minutes wasn't worth it.
You knock everything off the counters.
The whole premise behind the snooze button, though, is waking up late.
Yeah, but then you're just super stressed out.
What guarantees that you're going to have a bad day?
whenever anyone starts talking about my family, in particular my mother, who's deceased since I was 5.
Don't you be talking bad about Mama.
Mm-mm.
Right, don't make a redhead mad.
Flame comes out of her ears when you do.
Right.
And if she has freckles, you know what that means?
What?
That's the souls of the people that she sucked the souls
okay,
on.
I didn't know that.
What is the thing that guarantees you're going to have a bad day?
When I have constipation of a morning.
Dulcalex and forget it.
Oh, no. Time to increase the fiber in that diet.
I'll say.
Yes, sir.
That's the thing about that, though. You've got to invest a little bit, as it were, in the fiber. You can't just fiber it and it be over with.
Right.
Yeah.
No fiber and forget it.
No, that's not how that works.
What guarantees that you're going to have a bad day?
When I walk through the door at work.
That's all it takes.
No, it's going to be a bad day again.
Why's Earl always got such a bad attitude?
What guarantees that you're going to have a bad day?
You can text us yours at 623-1025 or tell us on Facebook.
Morning KIX Takeover just 2 minutes away.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Megan says if the radio station misses their weekly EAS test, they'll have a bad meeting again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do that. So tomorrow, we want you to fill in the blank for us. I wish I had a what in my pocket?
Wish I had a blank in my pocket. Could be anything. And of course, you're going to first think, well, $100 bill or something. But wait a minute. Is that the best thing for your day, your situation?
I don't know.
Oh, I wish I had a plane ticket to Mexico in my pocket. You know, that it could be very different things. So this is another way of asking, what do you wish you had?
We'll have that and then secret sound. If no one guesses it, it's still over $1,000 tomorrow.
So your first chance to guess and win at 7:20.
So have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.